Hello and welcome back to Harry Shoots People. Today we're going to go and shoot Sonni Mill's. Fingers crossed that today goes well. I mean, all shoots should go well, but for the last two times with Sonni Mill's, something's gone wrong. The first time was that medium format shoot and I accidentally left the mirror lock up on the RB67, which resulted in them coming out like this, which wasn't ideal. And the second time was when I shot Rock and Roll Circus and didn't load this properly, so the pictures, or should I say picture, ended up coming out like this, which was disappointing. So third time's a charm. Let's hope today's the one. We're just going to go out around Sheffield, hopefully get some sort of like nice sort of promotional sort of portrait kind of stuff. I'm restoring my faith in the 139. We're going out with this 50mm Carl Zeiss lens as well, and I've got half a roll of gold in the G1 to finish off. Well, only 10 shots, but hopefully by using the two of them it should grant us a bit more security in actually getting pictures. So yeah, just gonna head down now. Need to pick up some Ultramax or Portra for this, ideally Portra, but depends how much money we have. So yeah, let's go. With the Portra safely secured and finding myself unburdened by the sheer idea of savings, we headed down to our meeting place, which was the Rutland Arms. We decided that a pub would be a really great place to shoot, as it's kind of in line with the kind of music that Sonni Mills makes, and also there's kind of a lot of like visual motifs that are nice in there too. So we decided to get started with a couple warm-up shots in the pub garden. These initial warm-up shots really aren't anything special at all. It was already an overcast day, and for some reason I decided to position it in the shadows, which didn't help with an already slow shutter speed. I didn't want to shoot at too shallow of an aperture, but looking back it definitely would have been a better decision. This middle photo isn't too bad though.
Very good.
Also, I've never really shot portraits in a space like this, and I didn't really want to kick off things using the flash and sort of attract any attention. But that's definitely something that I just need to get over myself, and it's an area that I need to get a bit more confident in. This photo was a little bit more interesting to do though. I was sort of trying different compositions, and I tried one from slightly further away, almost from like a completely separate person's perspective, and it came out okay.
That is a mirror, isn't it? Stand on it, yeah. Like that. That one. Do you do another here or? I never know fully what to do in my life. Would you sit?
I do really like this shot. The foliage behind her came out so green, and the little pops of darkness really draw your eyes in towards her as a subject. especially with this sort of halo-esque lighting going on around her head. It just came out really nice.
Very good, shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that sort of.
Now these flash pictures are exactly what we were going for. These came out really, really good. It's kind of a shame that we didn't shoot more flash, which is something that I would have wanted to do looking back, but I'm still really, really happy with the two of these. The flash is strong and confrontational, and it just creates such a nice balance to the images. I should really shoot more flash overall, but especially when it's manual, it's sort of confusing me with the aperture. I won't pretend to know what I'm doing there. But I think I shot these from about probably a metre away, f11, and they came out okay. I like this shot just for the tiny little detail of the lipstick on the pint glass. I do wish that the sun was shining a little bit more in this shot, but then again, it's also England in October, so what more can you expect really? We were on a pretty strict time schedule, so we decided to leave the pub and sort of have a walk around and see if there's anything interesting that we could photograph as like a backdrop with Sonni Mills. These sort of metal wavy sculptures kind of intrigued me, but I really found it difficult to compose and position her with them in an interesting way. On my way down to the shoot in the morning, I was sort of scoping out different things that we could use as backdrops or different sort of locations that might look nice, and I passed this sort of pole, I guess you'd say, which had loads of little tiles on it, and I thought that could make for an interesting texture for a photo. So I positioned Sonni Mills in sort of around the pole, took a few pictures there, and thankfully used the flash. I actually really like these images. I like the further back ones as the posing looks sort of a bit more relaxed and it looks more like a bit more of a natural pose, which is nice. And I feel like whilst there's negative space in this image, it's filled with these two contrasting textures, which is a nice use of that space. However, the standout from these shots is definitely this close-up flash portrait. It just ended up coming out so nice and so perfectly exposed. This is the kind of photo that I'd like to do a lot more of in the future, especially seeing results like this. I'm really happy with this image and how it came out. And it wouldn't be an amateur film photography YouTube video if a car park didn't feature somewhere. So we headed out to one to take the last couple shots of the roll there. To be honest, I'm not really sure which of these two shots I prefer. I feel like both with and without the flash, they both have different attributes to which I like them. Kind of wish I'd shot a little bit closer, as I like the low headroom sign, but then there's also so much space at the top of the image that I really could have got rid of. I decided to get a little crafty here and sort of use the lights at the car park to light my subject. So I had Sonni lean over the barrier on the stairs and sort of use that light to light her face, and it actually came out really cool. I also used it to light the side of her face, albeit unsuccessfully, and then the back of her head, which kind of came out really cool. I really like the sort of mystery and intrigue to this image, although I do wish there was slightly less grain in this shot. And with that, that's the end of the roll. Unless of course you've been counting along at home, in which case you might be saying, but Harry, that's only 32 shots. A normal roll of film is 36 shots, 37 if you load conservatively. And yeah, you'd be correct. Unfortunately, my camera decided to break on this day, which definitely wasn't ideal. It sort of, the shutter just went down and then didn't come back up on about frame number 32, which wasn't ideal. It happened earlier in the pub, but it came back up within a minute or so. But on this time, it didn't come back up after like 5 minutes. It came back up eventually once I got back to the camera shop, which was ideal, but then I just sort of shot the rest of the film as blank so that we didn't have any repeats. I managed to shoot the last 2 of the pictures on the G1, which I did actually bring, and although all of those prior pictures were shot on the 139Q, bringing the G1 actually did prove useful for these last 2 shots. Anyway, apparently the camera just needs new batteries, so I'll get some new ones, check it out and see if it's working. Alternatively, Sonni Mills could be cast, who knows. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. You can check Sonni Mills out on Instagram here, and go listen to her songs on streaming under the name Sonni Mills. If you like this video, drop it a like and let me know which was your favourite photo in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more of my photography, or be able to have me afford to buy new batteries for my camera, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching.